Hey, welcome back to another motivational moment with Coach Tami. So excited to have you here. Listen, I haven't said this in any of the other recordings, but if you are here, please click like and share this video to help somebody else out with these little nuggets and tips that I have for each and every one of us. And on today, I want to talk about maintaining work-life balance. Maintaining work-life balance. For most of us, maintaining a healthy work-life balance has been a long journey many of us are still trying to figure out. We have the juggling act of being a parent, being a spouse, being a sibling, being a friend, being a mentor, being an employee, being an employer, and a number of other titles and responsibilities we have that can all be taxing. They can just be outright overwhelming. Now, bringing this new era of doing everything at home, and you certainly have the possibility of everything bleeding together. Now, listen, I'm all for the work from home opportunity. I love it. And while it has many positives, this new era of working and going to school from home has a high level of complexity. You have kids screaming in the background. You have pets crying for attention. You have spouses that could be working from home with their competing Zoom calls. You have, oh my goodness, the just numerous amount of Microsoft Team or Zoom calls or WebExes or whatever else it is that we use right over and over. It's like so many monotonous things that we have to deal with in our work life. But not only that, we have lost the critical spaces of real breaks that existed because we had to actually travel to and from our homes, our offices, and schools. Now, can you imagine missing the hecticness of driving through traffic? Because here's the thing: what I now realize is some of that was actual positive effects. So being in, and although I'm not saying that driving through traffic was positive because nobody likes being stuck in traffic, but just that solitude of alone time in your car, traveling maybe even with the craziness of public transportation, but there was still a level of a break between work life and home life. And now here it is. Most of us work from home. We work remote, even if it's only a few days a week, in a trip from your bedroom to your living room to your home office and kitchens, or if we could say considerably shorter distances than most of our formal work commutes. But despite these facts, we must ensure that we are both intentional and creative in maintaining a healthy work-life balance. Watch for our own mental and emotional health and for the emotional and mental health of those around us. So, how in this new era can we create healthy work-life balance where everything seems to be taking place in our homes? Well, first of all, prioritize your time. Keep a clear schedule. Those things that are intended for work, keep them from work. So if you work 9 to 5, 10 to 7, 11 to 3, whatever your work schedule is, make sure that you are prioritizing your time to just pay attention to those things that are pertinent to your job. Now, if that means, you have to get up a little early to make dinner later on so that you're not rushing at the end of your day. We got to be willing to be adjustable with the things that we do. But create time, create clear, concise, defined times throughout your day. Prioritize your time. Plan personal time. Most of our jobs, even though we're working from home, we are allotted lunch and break. Guess what? Get up from your desk and take an actual break. I'm going to say that again for somebody. Get up and take your break and take your lunch. Just because you're already home, doesn't mean you have to consistently work through your lunch. Get up, if you're, when it's not freezing outside, right? For those of us that are in cold climate states, go outside and take a walk. Just go sit on your couch and breathe for a moment. But don't um, don't take on the business of just working through because you feel like there's no place else for you to go. You can go in your living room, you can go into another room in the house, you can go sit on your porch, you can go for a walk. Even if you just, close your laptop and listen to some music, take some personal time. And then when you're done with work, be done with work. Set and stick to your work hours. I have to be honest. I have been guilty of if my day is kind of quiet, I'll go and sneak and look at emails because I'm not doing anything else, right? No, because that personal time, even if you do absolutely nothing but rest, guess what? There's nothing wrong with resting. We are so used to um, being on the move and multitasking the majority of our day that when we actually sit down and do nothing and rest, we feel bad for doing so. You don't have to feel bad for resting. You need to rest. And I'm gonna say it again because there's somebody listening to me right now that needs to understand it's okay to not be busy. It's okay to not be busy. It's okay. Manage your downtime effectively. Manage your downtime effectively. Again, while we want to rest, we don't want to waste time. So even if you get off work, give yourself an hour or two to decompress, right? Read a book or listen to some music or scroll on social media, right? But don't allow that time to become so expansive now that you're not being productive in your personal life or maybe in some other endeavors that you have, right? Some of us are entrepreneurs, some of us are in ministry, and sometimes we just need that break in between, responsibility of the job that helps take care of our life and the other endeavors and things that we want to do. Manage your downtime effectively. Again, take physical breaks throughout the day. One thing that has been helpful, I was looking at you, one of the things that has been helpful for me, I had to create on my, what you call these things on your phone, a reminder. I have an alarm. I have an alarm on my phone. I get up at 5 and I have my first workout early in the morning, but then I have reminders to 2 times a day for about 10 to 15 minutes a day to do some type of physical activity so that I'm not just stagnated throughout the day so I can wake my body back up so I can get my blood flowing. Take some personal breaks throughout the day. Another tip, maintaining healthy work-life balance, create healthy meals and snacks. Now, this is one that, even myself, I'm still in a learning stage with my husband and I. We have decided to cut out certain foods, cut out sugars, cut out beef and pork, and, all of these things that haven't been good for us. So we have to now be intentional to create healthy meals throughout the day, intentional in our shopping and intentional in our preparation. That actually has a lot to do with your work-life balance because when you are intentional in preparing healthy meals, you won't find yourself in those moments. Oh my God, I'm off for work and I gotta do this and I gotta do that. And there's nothing for me to eat. Let me go get fast food. Right? If you're intentional in creating healthy meals and snacks, that means you are more intentional in taking good care of your body. Here's something else. Stay connected to your personal network, not just coworkers throughout the day, but stay connected to that friend circle, that inner circle that you can share a meme with or laugh or go out, on the weekends or when you're done from work. You need to decompress with people that won't judge you, that will love on you, that will pour into you. Sometimes I would just sit there and laugh and be absolutely goofy with you. You don't, all of our time with networking with people doesn't have to be about us, coming up with the next business or, building the next ministry. Sometimes we need to just sit here and laugh. Sometimes I need a good joke. Sometimes I need to just connect. Having a healthy work-life balance because that creates an avenue for you to vent. It creates avenues for you to breathe. It creates avenues for you to just be without expectations, without responsibilities, without people asking and pulling from you. Just that safe space where you could just be who you are. And in that, take time for who you love. Be intentional to spend time with your spouse, your friends, your significant other, your children. Make time for your children, especially in this day and age where they're bouncing back and forth with being in school and being at home. As much as, working from home can be stressful for us, especially for younger children, pre-adolescent children, doing school from home is stressful for some of these babies. Make time for your loved ones. Make time for your kids. And then make time for what you love to do. What are your hobbies? We get so caught up in everything that we're expected to do that 9 times out of 10 we don't take time to do things we like to do. Half the time we're so busy being what everybody expects us to be, we don't even know what we like to do. Can I be honest? It took me until a few years ago to say, what does Tamara actually like? What do I like to do outside of what I do with my kids and what I do with my husband? What do you like to do, girl? I like bubble baths. I have self-care time. Why let everybody know? So you knock on this door, me, my besties, my glass of bubbly. We gonna sit here with some music or a Disney movie. Yes, don't try to judge me. I watch Disney movies on my personal time. I love Encanto. That's my movie right now. One of my favorite characters is Dolores. But nevertheless, that's what I like to do. So I take time to do what I love to do. I love to read. I love to sing. Make time to do what you love to do, because again, that creates just that space for you to just be. And here's my last tip, and I'm going to let you guys go. Shut down in order to protect your peace and space. You do not have to be always available to everybody. Sometimes people need to learn to wait. Sometimes they need to learn and to understand you just can't have access to me right now. Maintaining a healthy work-life balance is knowing when to shut down and to shut out. Not in a space where a depression or frustration or any negative emotion can overtake you, but in a space where you're protecting your peace, you're protecting your emotional health, your mental health, you're protecting your atmosphere and your environment. Shut down. Put your phone on do not disturb. Tell those that's important to you. Listen, I love y'all, but right now, this next 5 hours, you can't have access to me because I need time to breathe. Y'all wearing me out. Can we be honest? Sometimes people will, when they know that you have access or resources, or when they just are so used to depending on you, people could wear you out. Your job can wear you out. I got a question about X, Y, and Z. Well, why didn't you ask me within the 8.5, 8 hours, 10 hours? Some of us work 12 hours. You couldn't ask me before I clocked off. I'm sorry to inform you. I will respond to your email. I will respond to this message, to this inbox, to this Teams. I will respond in the morning, because now this is my personal time. This is my personal space. And when you do that, you teach people how to, or you reteach people how to honor us. Some of us don't have healthy boundaries because we have lacked our boundaries, and we have allowed people to dishonor and discredit our boundaries. Sometimes we have to get back to a place where we say, you know what, this is about me. You mean the world to me, but now I need some time for myself. So I hope that was hopeful for somebody. Thank you for joining again. Click like and share. Share this with somebody that might be struggling with that. I hope something I said was helpful. And that's it. That's all I got for you on tonight. So I will see you on the next motivational moment with Coach Tami. Have an amazing day.